Yes.
Fill 24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, when residents in this neighborhood were
shocked to see this fairly common thing happening. What's going on? We're back. Right, I've got to explain something. I was away for a week again because I had fucking COVID, yeah?
Boo. We've all had it.
I had COVID, right? And it fucked me up for a week, and I apologise because I was away. We're back now with our first guest. As you can see, there is someone else in the room, and the setup is completely different. I've had to change things around and sort things out. And we're currently sitting here with my great friend, Michael. What's happening, Mike?
Not a lot, mate.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. We're obviously here to talk about where you went for a little while.
Yeah. HMP.
Her Majesty's prison.
According
to a lot of people.
Yeah. It does tickle me still.
Anyway, cheers with the easy.
Cheers with the easies.
Cheers with the easies. Don't put it down.
Oh, yeah, that's your rule.
God
I watched
damn.
That one.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's rules with the
there's no rules. It's just you don't have to do it. It's just one of my little fucking things.
No, of course you drink when you cheers. That's just yeah. I agree.
So right, this place was disguised as a rehabilitation centre.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be a Christian cult.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Exactly that.
Now, how did they? First of all, let's start out by the reason you was in there. How did you end up in the place?
Just.
It doesn't have to be like 4 years ago.
No. Just madly on cocaine.
Yeah.
Marijuana. Drug. It's hard for me to say addict, but
you enjoyed yourself.
I would rather. Yeah. There's times where I'd rather do drugs than do anything else.
Mm.
A lot of times.
Fair enough.
I can laugh about it now, but yeah. So that's how I ended up needing to go there.
So how did you hear about the place?
It was actually through the housing association.
Okay.
Basically, got a call and they said, "Oh, we've realised you're having like major troubles and stuff like that."
But you wasn't actually doing any drugs then, was you? At the time, they just suggested you to go to this place.
It was like a madly delayed thing. But then at the time, I thought you should probably go and just see what
the crack is.
Really change, because there's a difference from getting your life on track, but knowing that in 4 or 5 weeks you're going to be back down that same road.
Yeah.
So I thought this could be the difference of.
So, can we explain the extent of your cocaine abuse? So, how far did you go?
No wages every week when I was working.
Just spending it.
All going on that. It was either ticked. It was ticked. Owed money to. I'd get paid and then I wouldn't have no money. You know what I mean? It was just. It got so out of control. In the last area that I was at, it was no food. No breakfast. I was sniffing cocaine for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh wow!
I was using cocaine so I didn't get hungry because I couldn't afford food. I was drinking.
You couldn't afford food, but you was buying cocaine.
No, this is obviously that. I mean,
that's crazy.
Sounds all ridiculous. You know, especially just knowing what I know now, like how different it is sort of now, just doesn't make sense. So it was basically just drinking drugs all day long, every day, like every day.
On your own?
It was on my own mainly, and then other times I was in
relationships.
No, in with someone doing it and just doing certain things, and then it's just it's crazy. I think my reaction now to it is actually like, wow, I've actually come far, because going from that every single day, that's basically all I was knowing.
Yeah.
You know, to what I'm trying to achieve now is just incredible. I believe it's incredible.
So you went to this place and
So I want to just to quickly say, life rehabilitation. I used it as that, just to know, like, be able to get up for work every day. You know, just life.
just
like,
to put some structure in your
trigger my mind back to what I've never really done anything good. You know what I mean? I was on this. I've been on this stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even triggering back to a day that I used to get up and go to work. It was just, that's all I've known since school. Really.
That's what you did.
Yeah, mad.
I think it's the alcohol, innit? The alcohol leads you down that path. And I know we're drinking now, we're having a drink now.
Yeah.
But obviously it's nothing compared to what was going on back in the Dizzle.
No.
So, right, you had to travel to this place.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Birmingham.
In Birmingham. And how did you get there?
Train.
You trained it?
Yeah.
Right, and then what? Someone picked you up from the station?
Yes, yeah, exactly that.
And, right, this is interesting because we have obviously spoken about this before, but would they speak to you on the way there?
The gentleman who picked me up spoke to me there, on the way there, because you're going in.
Mm.
But then at the end, when you come
Yeah,
out,
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So you went to this place. Just straighten that bit out for us. Cheers. And when you go in, what happens?
Well, you go in, they take your cigarettes off you, they search you for any, like, you know, knives or whatever you could bring in, anything. They take your lighter, they throw your cigarettes in the bin, because you're not smoking in this place.
You don't smoke, you don't swear.
You don't smoke, you stop sweat. Like, the swearing, like, well, we don't swear here. And I was like, what? Like, and you're not even, like, you have to rein it.
What do you mean?
Like, you get chances, but ultimately, within 3 weeks, if you're still effing and blinded,
You have to really rein in your behaviour, yeah.
You really do, and you get punished and all that if you don't. You know.
What's the punishment?
Just, I think it's like you do like kitchen clean up for like 3 weeks.
Right, so let's go back a minute. So you said to me that there was a 2-week period where you're not even allowed to make your own coffee.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Basically, when you walk in, you're assigned to someone that they will follow you everywhere you want to go. Even they will stand.
Jeez.
They will stand outside of the toilet whilst you're having the toilet. If you need the toilet during the night, you must wake them up, and they have to come to the toilet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They say it's because, like, you don't know me. They don't know me. I'm going into their house.
Mm.
So that's the process that, like, and it is. But I don't tend to wake up and need to go to the toilet anyway. So my guy was all right, and I said to him, "There's no way you'll need to do that." He said, "Oh, that's all right, but if you need to, you must wake me up." And this guy followed you about for 2 weeks.
And what's he called? What's his like?
There's leaders. We'll just call him an assigned man, because he's nobody.
Okay, but you have different.
Yeah, there's 2 leaders. There's like, because you sleep in bunk beds. I'm on top, one on top, obviously one on the bottom. The new people are on the bottom, and then the ones that have been there a while will be on the top.
Mm.
So, and then there's leaders. There's like a leader and a sort of assistant leader in both rooms. So where I was, there was 2 rooms, 2 big rooms with, like, one of them.
Go on, keep going.
One of them had like, I think it was like 16 people in it or something, and I was in the little version. But then the leaders, there's like a leader and assistant leader, and you go to them with everything, like everything. They say any problems, mate, but when I went in there, I assumed that I'd have time to talk about the past, and that doesn't happen.
It's just forget it.
It's forget
this
it. This is a bubble.
Jesus.
You are in this, and this is Jesus. This is Godland, and And even when you do, even when you get the slight hint that you're going to be able to get a couple of things off your chest about the past, they start talking about their stuff. Talking about
it's like quite narcissistic, isn't it? Really,
yeah.
Where like we don't want to talk about you. I want to talk about me.
Yeah, but that's that selfishness comes with drugs.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know, every druggie will always want to talk about
because you're trying
themselves.
to make yourself feel.
Yeah.
You're trying to get that dopamine hit for yourself.
Yeah. And so my fags are gone, and you know, I've smoked for years, like years. So that was weird. And then 3 days later, I felt fine.
So what was your daily structure in there?
Right, here we go, because I was just about to say this. So you wake up at about 7 o'clock. One person that morning will do breakfast for the whole room. So they'll be up. They might have got up about 6 to start the breakfast and stuff. Basically cereal, some out of date sausages.
Out of date.
The breakfast was actually probably better than anything, but it was the other meals that were poor. So they'd get up, and then there would be a bell. They'd ring the bell. Basically, breakfast is ready.
It's like boarding school. Like, you ever seen Oliver Twist?
Yeah.
Seems like that.
Yeah. But it was. I would prefer gruel.
Please, sir.
Right, so basically, you go up to breakfast because it was upstairs. Big building. It was the old Cadbury's building where the Cadbury's would put their workers into. Anyway. So you go to breakfast, and then they'd have, like, every morning the leader would need to say something.
The leader,
like,
that's so strange.
No,
like,
it's strange because it's false.
Yeah,
you call. I've got to call you a leader, mate.
Well, you don't even call him by his name.
No, basically you do, but you know.
Where's the leader?
Yeah. But, like, you know. How can you? I think we're probably I'm getting ahead of myself there.
We're on daily structure.
Yeah, right. So basically, he's
breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. He'll make some sort of announcement. It's an announcement or of something that may be happening or whatever. And then obviously, before you sit down to breakfast, before you pick up a fork, you got to pray.
So right, I don't get how you work that into someone who hasn't ever done that before. So if I would go there, I would be like, well, I'm not doing that because I don't do that.
Yeah.
So is it just a case of everyone's doing it, so you do it?
Yeah, exactly that. Like, the first couple of, I'd say the first week and a half, everyone would, like, bow their heads and do all that. And then someone out of the group would pray and thank
Was you just
people
watching that?
Food. At the start, I was looking around the table going, what is this? Like, what is this? This is hard. Like, because you're just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're in a world that
my food is right there.
Yeah. Oh, listen. People have kicked up a fuss. Like, you've got to stand there. You're praying. Our food's getting cold. Like, people were going mad. Like, you need to get this prayer stuff done. Yeah. Like, some people would bat on. And not only that, we've got work.
Thank you, Lord, baby Jesus.
Not only with that, you got work as well. So you're on time scales.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like if someone's batting on, giving it, bless the hands for the food and thank you for, you know. And
but right, say what someone would bang on about, because what do you do? What do you say?
You basically, it's mainly
I'm going on like I've never heard a prayer before.
You are. Yeah.
Right, I have heard a prayer, but
it was different. It's mainly, it's just like, thank you. They would say something like, thank you, Jesus, for another day of no abuse to myself and, like, no drugs. Thank you for the food. Thanks to the person who made the food. Give thanks to everyone and their cat. You know what I mean? Like, time consuming.
Thank you, great grandma.
Yeah. And if someone left, it was like, please help him in his struggles. You know what I mean? So
that's all right.
That'd be quite nice.
So, look, right, let's just put it out there. We're not bashing this place.
No, because it
works.
It ends up working.
It does work.
Yeah.
But some people are there for years, aren't they? And obviously, we're not bashing it. We're just scrutiny. We're just going into it in detail because it's strange to me.
Yeah.
It's strange to me.
Listen, it's still strange to me.
Yeah, because I don't get. I understand why the Bible would be used to put structure in someone's life, because obviously you have the rules and you have the everything that the Bible goes through, obviously the 10 Commandments and thou shalt not, blah, blah, blah. So I can understand where people will find a bit of solace in that, right? But to use it to that extent where it's, as you say, a bubble, cultish, is strange.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about it like this, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. So, right, anyway, back to the daily...
Yeah. So you basically, you sit there, someone would pray, you'd scram, I'm talking, you know I eat quick. I'm telling you, these people yammed food, like, then they're ready for work within like 5 minutes. Like, it's like...
Hunger.
It's like that army type thing, like, it's like... Bang, we need to be downstairs. If you're not downstairs, I'm coming into this, I'm going, what is this? Garbage. I was just doing my own thing, la da da, and now I'm surrounded by these, I'm going to say it, melts, mate. Listen, and I got disciplined for calling, because the time I was there, mate, I was cool with it, because, you know, I feel like I'm a nice guy. And I'll be like, right, okay, this is what happens. Just sort of blend in as much as possible, like maybe tell someone what they want to hear. And so, like, I called, but then I started getting angry.
So back to the daily structure.
Yeah, sorry, we keep going off because I've got so much to say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It don't matter.
Yeah. So then breakfast is done. You're downstairs, and you're basically in a church form, but it's a hall, and they're playing Jesus music. I still call it. And you've got to like sing along. They ask you to sing along, and so you do like there'll be like 2-3 songs, and then someone that's been in there for years and years and years will come and tell them this. Like, basically they'll read a bit from the Bible, and then they'll tell you a bit of their story. Problem with that,
sort of like Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, I mean,
with Bible.
I've probably misread that part of it. Maybe that was part of helping, but it didn't help. Because the reason it didn't help is when they're telling their story, every single one of them at the end of their story would say, this is the only place that you can survive. This is the only place that you won't go back to your old ways. This is the only place that it don't happen.
So it's sort of institutionalized.
Massively, mate. Massively. I compared. I didn't get punished for this one. I got pulled into the office. I said it's like prison. You are not allowed to go anywhere
on your own.
When you go to the church on the Friday and the Sunday, you are in a minibus, bruv. When you have visits, that bloke that I have to wake up of an evening is sitting with my mum and sister with me, bruv. In the building. You don't leave. He's listening to everything you say. Who? The guy who's with you. Yeah, listen, you can hear everything. So if I'm sitting, listen, my parents and sister, they didn't need to come because I was not in there that long. Because I obviously and later on make the decision. But, you know, anyway, so go to work. So we'll go back to work. You finish church. Yeah. You finish your sing-alongs of the religious music. Yeah. Listen to someone go on about. And what time is this? This is 8 o'clock. So you're up at 6, you have breakfast, you do your prayers before breakfast, and then you go to church. Yeah. And then you go to work. Yeah. And what? Obviously, you're just doing menial tasks like gardening and. No, yeah. I mean, listen, it's full on. They've got 5 full transit vans. They got like 3 furniture vans. Yeah, see, this is what winds me up. Yeah, this is it. Because you're there for your own, to sort yourself out. And it's, I know they're giving you structure. Yeah. And all that. Yeah. But. Pure profits. Yeah, they are profiting from your abuse of your own body. Yeah. Yeah. And they're sort of taking advantage of that. Yeah. And as the guy was saying,
this is the only place you can survive.
Yeah.
That guy's literally a life volunteer now to build them furniture and make them profit.
Yeah.
That's what fucks me up.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
I think him and his wife get like £45 each a week.
Well,
six days a
if
week.
I was working 6 days a week and someone gave me £45, I'd say, what year are we in, bros?
Yeah, mad.
So you finish work at about, do you get breaks?
5:30. You obviously you do it's like a day's work. You get breaks. You get like a 15-minute, 15-minute in the morning, and then half hour of an hour. So it's a bit more. You get like, I think you get an hour and a half all told breaks, but you get an hour for lunch, 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes in the afternoon. And then after that, it's dinner. Like the food, like as much as it was all out of date, they feed you up, bruv.
Yeah.
I got put on so much weight, like, but in a depressive state, like, you know, I've always,
because there's nothing else to do,
bruv, nothing else.
But then again, that's got to be a good thing, because when there is shit to do, it's always like that shit leads to some other.
Oh no! You're not allowed to exercise for 3 months.
Why?
Because if you collapse or anything, because
because of the drug
don't give me that, brother.
withdrawals.
Don't give me that, bro.
No, but that's true though, because alcoholics, they can't actually give up alcohol cold turkey.
Yeah.
Because they can die.
They can die. Yeah, I know that.
So there might be something in that where they're like, don't put any strain on your body.
Yeah. I sort of see that, but why are you taking in alcoholics? If it's that big a deal, they take in alcoholics.
They do though, don't they?
Yeah. So, but you're not allowed. Like, so basically, so what I'm trying to get at is, you're not allowed to exercise, but they see me basically jogging around the field of a morning, because I started walking, like in that sort of, you need to get out of this building. So there's got big green, like big garden and stuff like that. So you walk around, it's like all fields, and it's all like. Did
you find any chocolate bars?
None. Well,
Cadbury's factory.
No, well, that's yeah. Which was £1, which the rent was £1 a month for many years, bruv.
Government owned.
Don't know. They gave it to them for
council owned, probably
for £1 a month, which again with the profit margin. So anyway, we keep going off. But
dinner.
This work. They at the start, because again, when you first go in there, you basically you're in the shed, which is on the premises. You're not landscaping and stuff like that, because they still don't think you're able to go out. So they've made so you get put in there, and I'll just quickly go through it. It got to the stage where I was like, you was in the back of my head, you was talking, you were saying like, why are you working for free? And it just kept ringing every day, like it was you in my mind going, oh. Saying, why are you working for free? I went to pick up a bit of furniture. It was £10 that was selling on Facebook. They picked it up for £10. I've went back in. So I was stripping all this furniture down so it could get repainted.
Not like a dancer.
No, not like
just in the furniture store, just stripping.
He wasn't even allowed to look at women, mate.
Yeah, I know, right. Yeah. Keep on.
Yeah. So basically, they strip it down, it gets painted, and they go sell that bit of furniture for about £450.
Mad.
£450. And so so you finish work, you go back in, you eat, and then you obviously can have a shower and that, and then you have quiet time, which is just sit there and read a book. Mainly at first they try and push the Bible on you. Like literally, I was there the first two. I was there for 20 minutes, mate, and some mush come up to me and started pushing God and Jesus on me, like, you know, this is how it is basically. Do you believe? And I was like, no. You know, like, he was like, oh well, you know, you might need.
You will.
You will, basically, yeah. Which, funnily enough,
well, yeah.
It was hard. It was hard.
So quiet time.
Quiet time, you sit there for an hour, you read, which again is crazy. Like
going from your lifestyle to just
I'm sitting in this room, like the TV. It's like basically a TV room, living room, but it's got it's got a couch there, couch there, couch there, couch. It's all around the room's couches. I'm looking at these men, you know, my age, older than me, younger than me, sitting there being quiet, reading a book. It just
strange.
It was so strange. I'm actually having flashbacks, bro.
Fully grown men
that would rob the last tenner off their nan
to get some smack,
get crack.
Just sitting there reading.
It honestly blew my mind the first days. It's just incredible. So then that's done. And then
I'm so glad we have TV.
Well,
because I couldn't fucking sit there and read a book. I've tried to read books.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You listen to the books, though?
Yeah, audio books I listen to. So obviously when I'm at work, it's like I'm just getting this. It's interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
But reading, I can't read. I can read, obviously I can read. But I can't.
So I'd say.
But I can't sit there and read a book.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So after the quiet time,
you get an hour to yourself. Not to yourself, because the first 2 weeks you still got.
No, you said the quiet time is an hour.
Yeah, the quiet time's an hour.
Yeah. What do you do after that?
After the quiet time, you get an hour.
You get another hour.
No, you get an hour to sort of like. They've got a PlayStation, and you can jump on that and play a bit of FIFA for an hour.
So why does no one just go, you know what? Let's just play the PlayStation in this hour.
Right.
In the quiet time hour.
No, we did. I mean, I must say that me and a couple of lads there, we'd done like a season with Forest Green Rovers, and it was enjoyable, bruv. Like I must say, that 1 hour is all you have to yourself all day. And my comment about it's like a prison. I got pulled into the office. It is like a prison, bruv. Honestly, it is.
But you can just leave when you want.
Yeah. You can leave when you want. Oh, but when you try and do that, they tell you that you're a disgrace, that your family would never, you'd let them down more now than you ever have if you leave there. They need you in here.
They want to keep you in there, mate. You're their prophet.
Prison, big man.
You're their prophet.
I know.
That's why they're doing that.
Yeah. I mean, look at the margin of that profit for that bit of
£10
furniture.
to 450 quid.
I don't know why I'm not doing it now, mate. Honestly, if I had a little shed, bruv, I would be smashing that out. I'd pick up about 5 sheds a week.
The thing is, because they've got a shop,
it
looks professional. It all looks...
They got 2 shops.
Exactly.
They've got a good place. And
listen, you see that bit of furniture over there?
Yeah.
That was for free.
Bruv, I could make that look the nuts.
Well, it looks alright. What's the right amount of it now?
But I could make it look so like amazing.
But it looks great.
Nice fruit.
I like the wood.
Yeah, but I'd strip that back and just get it done.
You don't need to strip it back. It's bare wood.
It would just look the nuts.
Anyway,
so
I got that for free. How much would they sell that for?
That would probably be maybe about 70 to 90 quid.
Jesus. It is expensive furniture, though.
They would put paint on it, though.
Because that's all joined.
Actually, they might not even put paint on that.
That's joinery, all that.
Yeah, that's a classy bit of kit. I was doing all that stuff. When they come out of the spray booth, bruv, it just, I'm telling you.
Amazing.
Glossed
up.
Brand new.
Shining.
Better than IKEA. Just because
it is better than IKEA.
Yeah, of course.
The furniture is better.
It's
not flat pack.
But it's the... Bruv, that's the minimal. They were selling like goods for 3,000, 3.5 grand. People were, this rich woman, right? She bought furniture and she wanted it to look like it had been worn down. She ended up paying about £5,500.
Oh my day! For what?
For a spray job for them to be worn down.
What was it?
It was basically a set of drawers
$5,000 for a set of drawers.
Because the build up, because every time she didn't like it, they had to do it, like they'd do it again. So like, yeah, well, we need to charge you again for it because we've done the job.
Why didn't she just say, Jesus wants me to have this?
Yeah. She came and I saw her, and I wasn't to speak to her, but she said, because what they were doing, obviously, they're sending through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
That's another problem. That's another thing we'll go into. They was sending through, so the picture wasn't actually as good as what it is in person. But I think she got about £5,500. She had to pay £5,500
Fucking hell.
just for it to be done 3 times. Like, and I'm telling you, they barely touched it the first time, and she still paid it.
If you're listening, lady,
you got robbed.
You got robbed up by the Jesus creepers. So yeah, you get 2 quiet times. You play the PlayStation and everything, and then I suppose it's bedtime, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you have to do devotions or something. Explain devotions.
Devotion is basically the morning church. When
you go to church after breakfast, that's your devotions.
Basically, I forgot what the word was earlier.
Okay.
And you just brought it up to me. That's the morning thing. You devote, you're singing, you're doing it. That's every morning, every single morning.
So you have to literally
you wake up,
devote yourself to.
No. It's just some. It's called devotion, and then you Devo, they call it, and that's what it's called. Just remember Devo. We've got Devo in the morning, yeah, big man. Like honestly, but people were like that. There was a lad in there, and he was like, "Can't wait to go to church on Sunday. I'm gassed." Like, dressed really up for it, mate. Former H, he was on H, but you know, some people genuinely need it. Some people genuinely need it. Yeah, like, they need. There was a guy in there who was just a problem. He was just an absolute problem, and just threw it in your face every second. All he wanted to do was talk about the big man and talk about him and how he has to better himself. And listen, they're not trying to better themselves in front of Jesus, or like they're trying to get up the ladder in Betel. You know,
so they're trying to.
These guys have got so there was 2 places.
They're trying to be the leader.
The lead, yeah. They're all. It's like they've gone in and gone. Oh, do you know what? I need to climb the ladder. No, there's no ladder to climb because I'm not listening to you, mate. I know who to listen to in my life.
So
you ain't it.
You go to sleep.
Yeah, you go to sleep. Wake up.
Do the same thing again.
Breakfast.
Devos.
Work for free. For
6 days a week.
6 days a week for free.
Right. So, how did they work the religion into your cycle?
Well,
because
it's just
if I was to go there,
every conversation. Go on. Sorry.
If I was to go there, I'm completely against religion. Mm-hmm. I don't agree that there should be a certain body of people that you should have to answer to or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe there is a God. I don't know. I don't know. That's the simple answer. So I would completely refuse
to even listen
to any of that.
Yeah.
So how did they work in to your brain?
Every single conversation you have, they will talk about God. They will also, and I believe very highly that there was a weird cycle of conversations that I had, all with people that had been there a very long time, and it wasn't just bump into you type thing. I got taken away in a van with a bloke that's been all around the world with Betel, you know, and I thought that's actually quite cool.
On missions.
You know, you've been to Australia and all that, America and all that sort of thing, like sweet. That's that you've seen a couple of places, but you ain't really, because you're Betel. So you went into your bubble in a different.
So there's another one. There's a woman's section.
Yeah, there's so where we are, where I was, there's obviously a woman's one, and you're not allowed to talk to the women.
Don't they? They have to bow their heads when you guys walk past.
Yeah, that's basically it. And then at Christmas.
So hold on a minute. There's how many guys are in this place?
I think there was like 8 in my room, and there was 3 rooms. So there's my room that I was in with 8, and then the other ones were 8, and then say 8 say 8, 8, and 8. So
there's about 24
in that 24 men in that building.
So right, there's just a gaggle of men,
Yeah.
horny as fuck, because obviously masturbation is a sin.
Yeah.
Just
There is an incredible scope of how have they been able to get all these addicts and no blows are thrown, no fist of.
that's what I'm getting at.
That is that,
And they're not allowed to look at the women.
Yeah,
They're not. This is what I'm. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
How do you get 24 grown men
Yeah.
to not have a bash?
Well, listen. There's showers and that, but the other house.
What are you talking about? What you just what?
No, the other house had showers, but they was like a football team showers, so they would all like shower together, type thing, yeah. But then my room, my room I was in had just a door with a room with a shower in it that you could lock, and obviously, so I don't really know what was going on behind that shower, but I also know that I can't imagine a bunch of lads in the other room
having a bash
in front of each other. Do you know what I mean? It just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically,
Do you want another beer, no?
no, yeah. You go to church. We're getting on to the church Friday nights, and I'll go back to the lad. He goes, "You'll enjoy church Friday. It's the best time of the week."
Get one of these easy modes poured.
Good on you. I went, really? He went, yeah, I love it, mate. So I was like, okay, I'm in for something here, mate. And I was in the van on the way going, what am I going to expect there? Bruv, I've walked in, they've hit the music. It's like a band. Now, this was my big irritation.
The band? No, they're not swearing, not smoking.
£13.5 million
Yeah,
building.
you made the profit for them.
I know. You know, and I walked in and I'm like, do you know what? I've never been to Glastonbury. I've never been to a concert. I've never been to O2.
Oh, it was like one of those.
I'm in one now.
Oh, no.
I got one for free, bro.
You went on the Jesus Glastonbury tour.
Listen, we're talking hands up in the air. Music's hit. It's like a rave.
It's a rave. It's
bruv.
a Jesus rave.
It's a Jesus rave. People are got their hands up in the air. They're bowing. They're on their knees. Some are crying. You know, listen. There was one time, I was in church. It was a Sunday, and it was quite mad. I then started to my head was going, the people that you've upset, mainly my family, you know, and it hurt me. Yeah, I got a bit teary because it was just beaming at me, bruv. Like I spoke to you the day after I come out, and I said it just.
It's an overwhelming.
The energy that they create, which is a fake energy. Just
it's not.
No, it's listen.
No, because people get that from just a man playing music on a deck, on a DJ deck. They get it's like inspiration.
Yeah, but no, I don't.
It's like when you're in the gym and you listen to music, it inspires you to work harder. Or
I'm not seeing anyone at Glastonbury falling to their knees and all that. It's not happening.
No, obviously there is sort of Lord praise you sort of.
I'm not even seeing a woman at the front row warming up.
Getting her tits out.
She used to.
She's not anymore.
Warming up, stretching off.
To
before the music's hitting, she's going.
So that she can
she's
devour.
Getting ready.
She's devoting her whole body.
It's fake. It's to show.
Obviously, it's like yoga.
It's to show the new people, this is what we are. And we were talking. You must have seen it. People have seen it. You've seen the Americans go for this.
Mm.
You've seen what they're like with that. It's so close.
I released you.
It's so close. It's getting there. It's getting it. They're trying to build a mega church. The mega churches are bad for belief.
It's all profit.
All profit.
There's one guy going, ha ha ha. Look at these cunts paying me some money,
and he's in that big house on the site.
Yeah, mate. Listen, I see some TikTok yesterday, and there was this mansion. This guy was driving past some fucking bigger than the White House, bigger than Buckingham Palace.
Yeah,
it was in America.
Yeah.
And he goes, who do you think lives in that church, in that fucking mansion? It's not the president.
No.
Not Donald Trump.
No.
It's not fucking the Queen of England. That's a pastor
Yeah.
that's got that whole house.
Yeah.
This guy's raking. Sunday is his raking day.
Yeah.
He goes out and rakes the money from the church.
You seen there? Don't be a menace. Fill that up. Fill that up.
Yeah.
Fill that
That's what
money
it's
up.
like. That's what they
man.
do.
They listen. They were sending them round in betel, but you're not allowed money. You're not allowed money for like. I think if you're like, say for instance, my amazing mother would send in 20 quid. Obviously that never happened, but that's no disrespect to my mother. That just didn't happen. I'd only be able to have a £5 a week for sweets from Sainsbury's on a Saturday.
Wow.
Bruv.
Listen, it's like we had next door neighbours where we used to live, and my mum was telling me yesterday. I was speaking to her about it, and they was really religious. They had like posters in their window. You didn't remember?
Yeah,
they had a poster in their window saying, like,
yeah,
Jesus.
Nice. Yeah, they were lovely people.
Yeah, really nice people.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did? When they like sort of first joined the church, they had like fruit trees in their garden.
Right.
Apple trees and plum trees.
Yeah.
And the pastor, or the, what do you call him?
Pastor.
No, that's what you eat.
Vicar.
The vicar.
No, it's yeah,
The vicar told them that fruit trees are evil. So they chopped their fruit trees from the ground.
Right.
Because the vicar told them that. Where does it come from?
Yeah.
The brain. How does someone get so brainwashed that it will?
That's what I was thinking, because I've mentioned him a couple of times. The guy that it was in your face with it, and I called him names. I got punished for it. Cause I was like, "Cause get out of my face!" Just deluded. Listen, it's hope. When you're in a bad when you're in a bad world, in a world like I was in, and I only seen one road, and it was a bad negative road, what this does is open up new roads for you to think differently. That's what this is. That's what that Bible is. That's what it is. You're in the lowest position of your life. You will just look one road, negative. No, throw it over. Put that road on a different aspect of your thing and get another road
Turn off.
Just switch it off. You don't need to. You always say to me, well, it's victim. Don't be victim. Do something, or think differently.
Don't be a victim, yeah.
But think differently from it.
Yeah.
That's what I believe that's what church and Jesus is all about. Think differently. Give yourself a chance to think a way that you've never thought before.
Right, you said you got in trouble. How do you get in trouble? Because obviously you got the leaders. The leaders can't be with you all the time.
Yeah, because there's grasses. There is people that sit in and listen to every single conversation you're having. You might not even know they're there. This was the reason I left.
So you could be playing FIFA.
This is exactly what happened. The reason I left the Sunday evening before I rung you on the Monday when I come out, I was playing FIFA with Connor, with a
guy in there. Yeah,
guy in there. It doesn't matter. And I was playing FIFA, and there's another gentleman, the guy that I keep banging on about, just in my face about it all the time, was standing outside of that room listening. I'm going to guess them. I heard a noise and I thought, oh, is there someone there? And then I was back into the game. I'm going to say about 20 minutes, mate.
Just listening to
in a dressing gown and some tight boxer shorts, bruv. And instantly, I was mad.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be pissed, man.
I went straight upstairs to the leaders. They were in one of the rooms talking, as they always just talk back and forth. I went in screaming and shouting. I was like, "This is wrong. This is wrong. Why? What's he doing? Standing outside, listening to me and my pal playing FIFA." I said, "It's not on." I said, "This is a disgrace." Said, this has been like this since day dot. What is the problem?
But what is he listening for?
Just listening for bad, negative vibes about what they're doing.
So if you're saying something bad about
if I'm
Jesus
mugging it off,
or the church,
or anything, or people, or and then
it sounds like this guy needs to be in
one of my leaders,
like a mental institution.
One of my leaders told me that he needs Jesus more than anybody in the whole.
So he needs help. He don't need Jesus. He needs medical help.
I believe so. I'm laying it all out. This is what we're here to do. Like, this is what I've come here to do. I'm laying it all out because it's just pickled me. Like, it's been weeks. It's been weeks since I've been in there. But and my leader turned around and he said, he should have been in the room listening to you. And I went, I went, what? I was having it out with him, right? So I went to bed. I had enough in myself to go, enough's enough. I've walked downstairs. I went to bed. I woke up.
He should have been in the room.
He should have been in the room with you listening. And I went.
So that's encouraged. That behaviour is encouraged.
Listen, there was another moose. I've talked about grasses, mate. We had one in our dorm, bruv. Everything I said that was bad got them replaced to them.
What did you say?
People, listen, calling people idiots. You know, like, he's an idiot.
You've been a bit two-faced.
Whoa, I wasn't. I was doing it.
I'm joking.
I was doing it in front of them. I was called. Either we walk away, I went, all right, let him go, you idiot. You know, and then all of a sudden, and then someone would. I know exactly. I can see him right now. He'd jump up in that room.
Go and tell the leader.
Go tell the leader. 2 minutes later, leader comes up. Can I have a word with you in the office, please? So at this point, I'm about to.
Do you think these leaders get paid?
No, that they get £25 a week.
Oh my God.
And they think they're Billy Biggs as well with it. Oh, look, my 25 quid. Look at my 25 quid. Listen, mate, listen,
that's nothing.
You're working for you're doing landscaping.
You're a volunteer.
For £25 a week. Go home. You know what I mean?
But they do get bed and board.
Listen, don't even listen. Bed and board, a bunk bed, bruv. Sharing with.
What? Even the leaders get a bunk bed as well.
They're on a bunk bed until they get married. They're on a bunk bed
until they get married.
Yeah,
but they're not allowed to look at women.
Yeah, so. If you end up you do sort of like from the woman's thing, you must go to your leader. You have to be in there a certain amount.
So it's like an arranged marriage.
Technically, you have to be there a year, and if you then get to a year and then say you like this one, it's like that. It's like a meat market.
What
really.
The fuck?
It's like a meat market. So if you like that one, you then have to tell your leader, like,
this sounds like it's in a different country.
Yeah, no, it feels like it as well when you're there. So you go, I like her, and then you go, right. So they have to go to the woman's leader and say, look, Michael likes her, and then if she says that she likes me, they'll come back, they'll tell me.
You get to go and smash her guts in.
No, you have to start writing to each other.
What?
You have to start writing letters.
No.
Yeah. I think that
she's like your pen pal from 10 feet away.
Yeah. So you can write her a letter.
You could just shout.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, love.
Sent you a letter, didn't I? And you see her in church, but you're writing letters to her. You're not allowed to talk in church. You know.
That's fucked.
Yeah. And people, there's lads in there. I was speaking to them like, yeah, I like her. I'm staying to get with her. Staying to get with her. Imagine doing a year.
So they're there to do that.
Yeah. But listen, some people ain't leaving.
Never.
But
maybe society's a better place without them, to be honest. If they're like that.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories, mate.
Go on.
One alcoholic, like, but also again quite spiritual. Basically, alcohol is it right for me to say this? Basically, alcoholic wanted to completely end it. Like, you know, he was proper bad, and
Paul Gascoigne-esque.
Yeah, worse, a lot worse. And then basically, he went onto the main road in the motorway to kill him, to jump in front of a car. Turns out the car he jumped in front of was his best friend.
Shut up. He see him coming, bruv. There's no way.
He was on the ground ready to be hit. He turned down, didn't know. She stopped. She went, "What are you doing?" Like, it was his best friend.
Do you need a beer?
Yeah, his best friend, bruv. Now my heart's overwhelmed with warmth now that I've said that, because that sort of thing. And I see her. She was at Christmas dinner.
Why are you looking at a woman for?
Not allowed.
Not allowed, bro.
Obviously, Christmas was the made exceptions. But yeah, mate, that story's mad. He went to absolutely kill himself, and it was her, his best friend. She had just come off a plane from abroad.
That's crazy coincidence.
Yeah, I know you're saying coincidence because you don't want to believe.
Nah,
that,
I don't.
But
no, it's not that I don't want to. It's that it doesn't exist.
No, that's far too much coincidence. It's too much.
Well, anyway,
what's next?
So, what's the next horror story that you heard?
I just paid.
I mean, you wanted to talk about the crackhead guy. Who was the guy that was the crackhead guy?
There's quite a few.
No, you saying he's like robbing his family and shit.
Oh yeah, he's like robbing his taking money from his like nan. Spent like £50,000.
Oh no.
£50,000 inheritance.
State of the poor. Gets a flake.
It's fine. 50 grand inheritance money blown within like 5 weeks on crack. Now, I've not been great with money, granted.
50 grand on crack.
I am not. You know when it's not even comparers. I'm not comparing. Everyone is different. That's when I realised I was in the wrong place. You know, I just wouldn't do it. And I know I wouldn't, even at my worst. I just wouldn't be able to go spend all that on cocaine. I wouldn't.
I think if you had it at the time.
No, listen, a good chunk, definitely. I would have had a couple of parties. Cool, I would have been out a couple of times. But listen, so this is where that's good that you said that, right? With not having a lot of money in my life has made me a certain way of never got anything. What's the point? I'm always struggling. Now I cause myself to struggle. But so I'll go do silly crap like that. If I had a chunk of something like that, I just
probably
wouldn't
be dead.
It wouldn't. Nah, you say it. I just
no, because we was talking before, and
we have said that once.
You said it's a good thing that I don't have a lot of money because I probably would be dead.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought I contradicted myself there, but also at the same time, maybe it's because I'm thinking of it how my head is
Your
now.
current mindset.
Yeah. Took his last £2 from his old girl, you know, and said, I'm taking this, you know, and she was like, no, you can't.
How does someone get like that?
Apparently, there's an older boy in there, but he's a legend. He is a legend. He's in there. He's still getting his pension paid. He's building up. He's going to Vegas. No, you'd love him. Yeah, he told me, I'm going to die under a prostitute in Vegas.
He actually said that?
He's saving up his pension. He can't get it. He can't spend it.
So he's just in there for a free ride until that shit clears.
Yeah, he's retired. He was a big go-getter in the accounts firms and stuff like that. At a younger age, made a crap load of money, bruv. Really nice dude.
So he's waiting for his pension to come in.
Waiting for the pension to reach a certain mark, bruv. And he's going Vegas, bruv. And he said he will die underneath prostitute in Vegas.
So he's just gonna have a big blowout.
He's going mad. And he's a legend. He's a Middlesbrough fan. He's really, really good guy.
What was his catch?
What do you mean catch?
Like, what did he do? What was he, alcoholic?
Oh, I think it was like the MDs and all that, MDMAs and stuff like that. You know, the space,
ecstasy,
the space that, yeah, and all that. I believe. But he was the one that told me that. He actually told me you can't. There's no levels. You know how we
How
look
old
at
is this guy?
I think he's about 68, he's getting 70s.
Right, so there's no levels.
And there's no levels of drugs. You know how we categorise? We would say...
Oh, you do class A, class B.
Yeah. We would say marijuana, cocaine, crack, heroin. You know what I mean? He told me that there's none of that. That's not actually it. It's all the same. Everything is just the same. And do you know what? As an experienced taker, I've got to be honest. I think he's spot on.
Yeah, but you've never done heroin.
No, I've never done heroin or crack, and I wouldn't do them things because I still in my
That's the
great
point.
belief.
Did he do
Yeah, he's done everything.
meth? And he said there's no difference.
No. He said it's all just the same because it's in there.
Yeah, that was in the book that I read. That I listened to. I can't remember what it was called. Something that Scream. Let me just get it up. I want to shout it out quickly because. Have a fag then.
I need to get him.
Why'd you whisper? Chasing the Scream is called. So yeah, so this guy is saying he's gonna
Yeah, this guy's going
die
out.
under a prostitute. He's gonna go to
Legend.
Vegas. He's gonna get fucked up.
Legend. And I mean legend. You met him, you'd love him. And his idea of what is about to happen in his final days is the best thing.
What if he dies before that?
That's what I thought. Because he's not young. But I'm telling you, physically, just...
How disappointed is that?
Yeah, I would be screwing. We did speak about that when we was playing FIFA once. I said, what if he croaks it? Oh, he's gutted.
Put the microphone forward a bit,
He
mate.
was gutted, all his pension and that, just sitting there doing nothing, you know.
Can't go with you.
Oh. But, and that's what, he took it all on his chin. He was like, listen, he said, this could be what you need, it could be what you want, it might not be. Just take it with a pinch.
He reminds me of Morgan Freeman. You know,
That's what you're getting from it.
yeah.
Oh, I love that, because that's funny how you're picturing.
Oh well, I'm gonna wait for my pension to come in, and then I'm gonna go to Vegas
Yeah. And I'm going to die.
underneath a prostitute
He's going out. He said
with a bang.
He said there's only one way to go out. And do you know what? You've heard these people say this.
Did you hear about the guy who got the helicopter? He had terminal cancer, and he got a helicopter. He opened the door, jumped out, tried to kill himself that way.
You said tried.
Still, he survived. He survived. He survived.
Mate, still waiting for that pension.
Yeah.
I just think you're an amazing man. If you have actually said, do you know what?
I'd probably go Mexico. I wouldn't go Vegas. It's too expensive.
No, listen, he was a big mush.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
He's gonna
See, why
have
do you
the
go? You don't
money.
have to spend all that money. You can still go somewhere cheap and have a good time.
Imagine he spends all that dough and don't die.
Now he's just potless on the streets of America.
In Betel. No, but, I heard a story about the American Betel. They had to shut it down because the drug dealers were still going to the back gate to serve them drugs.
No.
Yeah.
So they knew where they was, the addicts.
Yeah. Bang. Imagine that. Your whole week could be done in
Let
a
me
day.
just make sure I press record on that.
Absolute beautiful day. Beautiful day.
So they would go to the back of the...
Yeah, they go to the gate.
Go to the gate and sell this-
Sell drugs through the gate.
Would they get phoned up? You're not allowed to phone in there, are you?
Yes, thank God we remembered this. You're not allowed to phone. That's why I didn't talk to you for 6 weeks.
8 weeks.
Was it 8?
About 8 weeks.
Jesus. I was in there well long.
Some people are in there for years.
Yeah. Oh, how long have I been in there?
32,000 years later.
But that sounded awesome. But that could exactly be what happens. They lose track of time.
Yeah. Because I lose track of time. My daughter's 2.
I know.
My son is nearly 7 weeks old.
Saying that now, it feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what?
That we brought her home.
Time's a very strange thing, man.
You lose track of time. If you do the same thing every day, routine in and out, you do. 1 week just turns into, like, a month just turns into a week.
Yeah.
To a week.
I've definitely found with this newfound structure that time goes a lot quicker than it used to. A lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so listen, big respect to the big man for gonna
Morgan Freeman.
He's set his sights. He's doing what he's got to do.
Good
do you
lad.
know what I mean?
What would you do if you was terminally ill but obviously, like, you're fit and able to do something, but you're going to die in like 4 months? What would you do?
The before Betel me would probably do something similar to the gentleman I've been speaking about. The now me would want to spend it
with loved ones.
Not being nothing. I'd need to pop round. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See everyone. You need to. I've come out, and it's so important. When you got the out with me that time for not turning up, at the time, I didn't understand it. Now I completely understand it. Because my night outs and stuff, this is it. Coming to see you, that's my thing. I love that.
Seeing the kids.
Seeing your kids, brother. I might sit there moping with a little bit of an hangover. You might think, oh, is he enjoying it? I'm loving it, bro.
I think that's the human spirit, mate.
You told me.
I think community is the human spirit. We need people. Listen, I can spend days and weeks on my own and I will be completely fine.
You proved that the first COVID.
Maybe I'm just one of those guys.
You can accept your own company. You're enjoyable in your own company. Yeah.
But I think that's a part of being human. You need that family structure.
Yeah.
It's like when you see something on YouTube and it's like a cook-off, a barbecue or something like that, and someone goes, "Oh, well, you know Tom, you know how he is." That's beautiful.
Yeah. Although it's funny you should say that, because I used to be that. Oh, it's Mike. He's been an idiot.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying being an idiot.
I just knew everywhere I was, one person in that place knows that I'm gonna blow up in a minute, or I'm gonna do something, and I'm happy. I can hand on heart. No, I'm not that guy anymore, and that makes me feel good.
But you've carried the Bible out of Betel, and you still are religious. Even though you wasn't religious before.
I went to my mum's. We went to church every week because something is. I don't know. I was having some mad dreams. Like, you stop smoking, you have some crazy dreams, and then obviously no weed and stuff like that, no alcohol and nothing. It's just like you're clear-minded, and I think I class it as someone must have banged me on the head in my sleep one night in there, but they didn't. I had to be sober for a amount of time away from everything to actually click. Nah, you've been doing wrong. You lock yourself away. If I locked you away and fed you what I was doing every single day at my worst, that is abuse. I'd go to jail. I'd be in prison. Doing that to someone that I was doing to myself mentally and physically is pure abuse. And that's what people that are doing that right now. There's some unlucky guy
sitting in a dark
room, sweating. His heart is going 100 miles an hour. He's laid up. He thinks he's gonna die tonight. You see my face. It gets emotional because I had that. I would put myself in that position every morning. Funnily enough, I would sleep in a recovery position
just so that you didn't.
Just in case anything started going really wrong.
But then you would wake up and do it again.
Yeah, that's the addiction. It's nothing else is good. Nothing else is good. I keep losing jobs. I don't have anything coming in this week.
What is there to do?
Drug dealers will tick you, bruv. Knowing that your life is spiraling.
That you can't afford it.
Knowing your life is spiraling out of control because they'll come to your door or they'll send someone to your door for that money.
And this is getting back to that book that I was listening to, Chasing the Scream. People have... You haven't had another cigarette?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, right.
There's like more cigars, by the way.
People have opiates, like morphine, in the hospital. They don't come out craving morphine.
No.
There's something about because it's bad,
It's good.
I want it.
You want it, yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you think about if it's legal, would you be in that situation? There would be no one to tick you any drugs.
No.
Because you'd have to get it from the chemist, and they don't do debt.
Yeah. I've read something, I don't know whether this is true. Since they've legalised it in America, a lot of people have stopped smoking marijuana.
Yeah. Crime's down. Car incidents are down. There ain't a third one, really.
I'd say do it, but...
Just legalise everything.
It goes to another point, mate. I'm cycling, you know what I've been doing this week to work. Like 6 in the morning. I'm smelling weed, marijuana at 6 in the morning.
It smells so nice.
It does not no more. I used to back you and that, and I used to love it. I used to love smoking a joint. I used to get home.
The grit.
From work, yeah, I'm going to be laid up tonight. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to feel fresh. Now, don't get me wrong.
That's listen, no, cycling backwards on that one, mate.
No, listen. Yeah, you have a shower. You get yourself cleaned up from work. You smoke a joint, bruv. You got a bit of munch there. You got your funny. I used to always.
Comfort.
I used to go for comedy.
There's got to be something there about missing that, because you would make a thing of it.
Yeah, I'd make a deal. I'd make a deal with it. Like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
When I was last smoking weed, I was in that studio flat. It was immaculate, clean. It was so. I started cleaning. So my change started before betel. I started waking up a little bit, but I was still smoking weed. And then, I'll be honest, I've said to you a couple of things, and you've gone, Mike, you are just now getting to the point where you're thinking things bad, like different. That's not the case. I think you know what I'm talking about. But my setup, my big double bed, my joint, it was bliss. The window, I was on the roof, so I was in the attic, and it was the window, the air coming through. It was like a moment, bruv. It really was. Then I started doing the courses, and I stopped it.
Do you think there's something in weed now that's...
Weed's gone downhill. I'm telling you now.
There's a noise coming from this microphone. I don't know what it is.
We know about skunk, what skunk can do to you. I reckon most weeds are now got more of that skunky value for it. I really do.
Should we have a fireball? Fireball.
Yeah.
Let's have a fireball. I mean, we've been in for an hour and 8. Maybe we'll go 2 hours.
But yeah, like, you know. But then when I look back, you told me about structure. When I was depressed, you said you must go to the gym. You need to exercise.
Yeah.
Go swimming, exercise. And I'm telling you now, there's never a truer word spoken. And you speak through me when I speak to people. I spoke to people this week on Cheers, brother.
Cheers, my dude.
Cheers, big man. Sip. I've never had this one, so it's a sip sesh.
Nice.
It's funny tasting the aniseed.
It's good.
It's lovely.
Cinnamon.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
I think it's cinnamon, yeah.
I didn't want to cough, but my drinking levels have gone downhill. Good. It's a good thing.
Cinnamon and whiskey.
That's lovely. It's lovely. So I basically use your words. There was a gentleman this week at work. Mate, just screwing. He's a lefty. Going mad about the government. Lefty. Going mad about left wing. Going mad about the government and that. I was listening to this guy. I'm like, you're right. Get Labour back in. Corbyn was the one. And then everyone's getting fielded with all this media and all that. No, Conservative, you got to stay Conservative.
Why?
They've got Boris Johnson in there, bro.
Why is Corbyn the one?
Corbyn, this gentleman was saying Corbyn was the man, and they've missed it.
Who was the man before Corbyn? Tony Blair or fucking one of them stupid twin-looking motherfuckers?
This guy. Yeah, I know you're on about.
Ed fucking Miliband.
The Milibands.
Yeah,
the
Miliband brothers.
But the thing is, the new guy, he's in this.
Keir Starmer.
Yeah, and he's no good because he's still in.
No one is good.
No, I know it all.
None of them are. We have been voting for hundreds of years. the poor people and the working class have never had it good.
He was
There needs to be some structural changes to our whole society about this fucking politician shit, because we're making career politicians richer. They just got a £2,000 pay rise this week, whilst everyone's energy bill has gone up 54% on average.
I thought it was 40.
54%.
Wow.
So tell me, where is it good in politicians? What are they doing? Rishi Sunak took 5 pence off of the petrol duty.
Does nothing.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Poor people don't drive.
Nah. I was told when I started driving that driving was a luxury, and I laughed.
It is a luxury.
Bruv, it's one of the biggest luxuries.
Yeah. Car is just complete debt.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. As soon as you buy a brand new car, you drive it off the showroom, the value is cut in half.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as you drive into that petrol garage, you have to pay money. You want to go anywhere, you got to pay money.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You can get the train, which costs money, but in a car, you have to sit in traffic.
Yeah.
You're just burning money.
Yeah,
sitting there, doing nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Going, why the fuck did I drive?
Yeah. Is your motor used a lot or not really? Not really. Maybe a long distance journey down to the elders.
To the mother-in-laws.
Yeah.
Other than that, not really, no. It
Really?
just sits on the drive.
Which is probably good. But you're still paying for something that's sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah. You still have to pay road tax. Well,
Yeah.
we don't pay road tax, I don't think.
You gotta.
No, I don't think that there is such a thing as road tax.
How does it start?
I think it's a myth.
But so like, you know, it's all Anyway, so this guy's batted on, and he's still in the Thatcher days. He goes, "I've 25 years on, and I'm still earning the same amount of money I was 25 years ago. Now, what's that about?
He's doing something wrong.
What's that about? You little painter, like."
He needs to ask for a pay rise.
He asked. They're sending him to Folkestone on Monday, and he asked for 40 quid more a day, and they gave him 20. Said, "I'll give you 20 quid."
20 quid is 20 quid.
Yeah, it's still
£100 a week if you work 5 days.
Still, yeah. So it's always a bonus, but they're so caught up. But anyway, like, yeah, I mean, but something changed. But when I look back now, I was getting onto it. When I look back now, you've said you need this structure and exercise, and it actually all boils down to that. But I've got a Bible. You've seen it today. Because even you said it shows you, it proves the structure, gives you structure.
It does. Some people need.
I was, no structure, brother. Waking up at 3 in the afternoon, getting back on it, waking up.
That's nothing. You're just like a child doing what you want.
Yeah, exactly. And that doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work.
No.
It was like grow up time, Mike, but people have been telling me to grow up for years. But I had to make the decision of you have been doing wrong. That's why I got upset one church. It was a Sunday. I got upset. I had to walk out, started crying. I just realised it just all got to me. I was like sober enough. I'd been sober for like 4 weeks. Completely nothing.
You should pull that mic up a little bit.
Completely nothing.
To your mouth.
Completely nothing. And
oh
my word.
There you go.
And so completely nothing in me. Nicotine's basically gone. You know what I mean? Everything. And I started bawling. I was like, wow, you've really caused yourself some harm and caused others. Like my mum, I've put her through, financially, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't need to do that, it's just horrible. I don't know what, yourself done for me and stuff like that, but I'm one of the lucky ones. I am on my way up. It's going to take my time. It's going to
incremental steps.
But it's happening. Doing stuff like cycling, you're laughing your head off at me. But I'm using that. No,
listen, I'm laughing because it's something I wouldn't do. I would never cycle 50 minutes to a job.
Actually,
I did it to Canary Wharf.
Yeah.
From Barking to Canary Wharf. Yeah, not from here. Nah, that's an hour. That's 2 hours.
Yeah, wow.
I did it from Barking to Canary Wharf for about a week.
Yeah.
I think that's something like 5 miles, 6-7 miles, something like that. I don't know. but it took me about an hour every day,
Yeah.
there and back.
Yeah.
I would never do that again. Never put myself through that again.
But you was laughing and all that, but I'm on the bike freezing this
Because I
week.
know what you're going through.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah. But you're looking, don't do that. And I'm like, I'm going to do this because in some crazy way, this is helping me so much. In many ways, to get that wage this coming week.
The dedication is unbelievable.
To get that wage this other week. Now, I've then used that. I've used that to go in my next, when this job ends, I'm going with the brickies. And I said, listen, mate, you want dedication? I've been cycling here every morning in the freezing cold. I said, I will turn up. I said, I don't care where you are, I'll turn up.
Yeah.
And that is, I've added that to I've added that to myself. And as a benefit, because before Betel, I wasn't I wasn't getting trains to jobs. I wasn't going to the job. So I've got this mad, everything I'm doing is for the best. Everything. It doesn't matter what I'm here now. I've been looking forward to, I love coming round. I do. It, not just yourself, like we said earlier, the kids. Seeing kids happy, bruv.
Especially Millie.
She's amazing.
She's unbelievable.
She's amazing. The way you know what I
she
mean?
says mayonnaise, like,
What?
mayonnaise.
You got to get her off that stuff,
She's so, bruv, she's so, well, I was talking to her on FaceTime today because obviously she's down her nan's. And you'd seeing the development of your own child is unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
But she's smart. I know that. Listen, we've all seen the mums, and we've looked at their children and gone, no, they're not smart. But they're like, oh, she's so smart. Oh, he's so smart.
She is though.
Don't gas yourself up. Mills is the smartest.
She's smart.
Child
She's smart.
I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, look at that, playing PlayStation.
With one hand.
Yeah.
But it's basically, instead of being negative about everything, I'm using everything as a positive. Seeing the kids makes me happy, which makes my brains happy. Seeing you and being around with Laura and that, it just makes you happy. So there's no boring time anymore. I used to get bored. I used to go around people's or go out and be bored within instants, and then I need cocaine. I'm getting cocaine because I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? So.
But that doesn't make, cocaine makes no difference to your boredom.
Bruv.
I think it elevates your boredom.
I don't know. I've had some great times. I can't lie.
What do you do?
You can't lie. Listen.
What do you do?
You just bend over and sniff a line. That's what you do. I know it's nothing. And
brilliant.
And also, nothing should be going in your nose. It should be coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, I had to get to terms with that. I was like, you should not be putting crap in your nose. Nothing should be going up your nose.
I should be shooting it.
If a child puts something up their nose, they have to go to the hospital
and get it out.
Get it out because it's not supposed to be in there. Like what are
I
people
had that
doing?
sort of realization with smoking.
Yeah, nothing should be going into.
No, because years of evolution has developed these rib cages to protect our lungs. And then somehow, someone has invented something that can fuck us up in our lungs from the inside.
Yeah.
So all this rib cage is useless.
Useless.
What's the point in having a rib cage if I'm just going to smoke?
What mush has decided I need to roll this in a leaf and smoke? What?
Yeah.
Why? Where did that come?
Have you seen the ayahuasca, the frog?
No. What, a smoking frog?
No, they they scrape this venom off of a frog's back.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I don't know whether they nick you or something, and they put it into your bloodstream. It's like in the Amazon.
Right.
And it's pretty much DMT.
What a conversation.
is pretty much DMT. And so it go. I don't know whether it's DMT or something. Yeah, it is the frog. I heard Mike Tyson talking about it.
Big Mike.
The frog. It's amazing.
that impression was amazing.
No, he goes. It made me feel like nothing exists. My ego don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So it made me feel so good. And people have revelations about it.
Yeah.
Like they go to they get blasted into a different universe, and they see the things that have been bothering them for the whole of their life, and suddenly this drug makes them confront what they've been struggling with. It's crazy that exists.
Yeah.
And that we as humans have found that.
Yeah.
Because it's from a tree root.
Yeah.
Who found that? Who got that out of the ground and go, I'm going to smoke this?
Yeah, that's what I just don't know. I don't know how, back in the Dizzle, where the world was all coming like into, like things were happening. But the things that were happening are crazy. I'm not going to go to a frog right now and start scraping crab.
Who does that?
Where's the fault?
No, I know.
How does that? I just don't get it.
Bro, would you suck a cow's teat if you've never seen a cow before?
Like, no. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but also, even generally, little things like milk from a cow.
Yeah.
Who said that's got milk in it? Or that must have been
Someone's
an overload.
just gone, this must be wanked at some point.
That must be an overload, and then it started sort of spraying out, and then
Leaking.
someone sort of went,
oh, goddamn, Cletus, get a bucket. My cow's leaking.
but like, that could be semen, and then someone's gone like that. Nah, it's not a bit of me. A bit that could have been semen.
And then they've pasteurised it. So they've made it...
We live in.
It's so fucked.
It's incredible.
It's so fucked up. The way that humans have come up.
Yeah.
You look at chimpanzees, they're not doing this shit. No. They're like 95% related to us. They're not building pyramids. No.
Man-made world, just get in there, sorry. I had to do that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I had to do that one. Because that's all big. That's all big. It just doesn't make sense. The ways that the things are found and found out.
I mean, look. Someone's just gone, I need something to balance on my ear holes.
No.
So I need that.
No, I believe that someone got the sun in their eyes and thought, right, do you know what? I'm not having this anymore.
I'm going to go and get some rocks and polish them up.
I mean, how would they have been made?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just glass is just rock.
Back in the day, there was probably like a bit of string with some leaves in the middle.
Well, no, it's just pretty much like
this is
super polished.
These fireballs are the best thing I've tasted.
These fireballs,
and I'm a whiskey connoisseur.
They're lovely. The fireball is lovely.
Like that is mad. It's not as good as McGregor's.
Oh, shut up.
I think I like that more. You think that you're going to get absolutely blasted in the back of your throat.
It's a liqueur.
It's opened up my stomach, mate. I want like the sugary factor of that has now made me like, right, where's the beers? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so basically, I feel like I carry a Bible. It's hope. I've always said hope. I said it to an ex once. She went, no hope, no. Guarantee this hope. Then I went and proved it.
And on that note, I would actually implore everyone to go to hope.com, and it will lead you to a website owned by the CEO of MicroStrategy, who is a huge investor in Bitcoin, and he is designated hope.com to the education of Bitcoin. And that's true.
That was a nice little
segue.
Yeah, it was like it was the hope, and then it was
honestly, you go to hope.com. It's all education about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is hope. It's hope away from our current political state.
Which is a shambles.
Which is a complete shambles. And people keep going to vote. They keep going.
Yeah, but...
I'm going to vote. I've got to vote for Labour. I've got to vote for Conservatives.
Yeah, like
because something's going to change my life.
It's like that's the big deal in their life.
No.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The only one who will change your life is you.
Yes.
Get that in your brain and stop fucking playing these politicians' games, because all they want to do is tell you what to do.
Yes.
They want to take the money from your bank and they want to fuck you over. That's it.
And they want you to believe their hype.
Yeah, they want you to believe that they're king of the fucking world.
Listen, people in this world, I'll tell you right now, are sheep. They're all sheep.
Yes.
And do you know what? That there's only a small percentage that are not sheep, and the people that are not sheep do better than the ones that are sheep.
Apparently, it takes 3.5% of the population to create a revolution.
God.
That's not a big
That's not a big number.
percentage.
No, it's not.
3.5%.
Yeah.
If 3.5% started going, you know what, fuck this, I'm not paying my income tax. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get paid in Bitcoin. I'm going to tell my employer not to pay the income tax. Just pay it all to me, and then I'll pay my income tax.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Can't confiscate my Bitcoin.
I think we should just rush the government. Like,
No, it doesn't work like that.
I'm not employing violence, but at the end of the day, if everyone jumps ship...
It doesn't work. You have to hit them in the pocket, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if everyone just jumps ship, starts putting their money out of banks like you're explaining...
In Bitcoin.
Things get better.
It's so simple.
That's my next step. That's my next thing.
So simple.
Bitcoin. And I can't wait. And do you know what? I'll take pride cycling to work to save that money to go into
And listen, you know, in October, when these energy bills go up even more...
Yeah.
Right? Because I just got a 54% increase on my gas bill. It went from
huge,
150...
This is extortion.
150 quid to about 320 quid.
Come on.
320 pound.
Just how bad that is.
To put heat in my house. To cook some food. That bacon sandwich probably cost a tenner.
Beautiful food, by the way.
That bacon sandwich probably cost a tenner.
Yeah, yeah.
Just running the gas.
£3. £3.
£3. That's it. £3. Okay.
You won't get no change.
I always
no, look, can I do this? Can I do this? Tel makes gourmet food.
No, I always make good food when...
And asked how
whenever.
much they would pay for it.
And then I asked this person who is eating the food how much they would pay for it. It's just one of those things that I do. I don't know why, it's a bit weird. But yeah, we're going for an hour and a half. Do you want to leave it there? No?
Yeah, go on, it's up to yourself, bruv.
Yeah,
I was going to say, like, Fireball.
Fireball.
I've got to admit,
they're banging.
I've been nursing that. Because I just want it.
They're banging. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave it there for today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If there's anything you missed out and there's any questions that you got for Mike, put them down in the comments and you can come back and answer them, because obviously...
I'll be here next week.
You live around the corner, so it don't really matter, does it? So yeah, hope you enjoyed the podcast. Like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't do anything if you don't want to.
Can I just say a quick thing? If anyone's listening that's been in Betel, come on, I wouldn't mind knowing what they...
Yeah, comment if you've been there.
What they thought.
If you've been
around
there.
the world as well, because it's
if
a
you've
global...
If you've been in a rehab centre or life... What did you say?
I call it life rehabilitation.
Life rehabilitation centre, and you've got any questions or you've got any past experiences of being in one of these Christian cults, let us know. If it's changed your life, let us know. Because it's important to actually shine a light on these places so that they can get better for the people that are in there.
Yeah.
So they don't feel like it's a prison. So they don't feel like if you go beyond them gates, you're going to ruin everything and you're going to be a disgrace to your family. They shouldn't feel like that.
Yeah,
These people are victims. They're victims of a They're victims of a drug war that has gone on for way too long. They should be getting more help, if anything, more support from current governing bodies, you know, but that's not up to me to decide what sort of help they get, because if it was up to me, there would be no government. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.
God bless.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you